What up, everybody? You're now tuned into the truth. Now, God, I messed it up already. Look at that. That's how you know I'm tired right there. That's how you know I'm tired right there. It's been a long week, and I emptied the clip in the gym early, people. I apologize. This is Candid Conversations. Thanks for tuning in. We back today with another live stream. I got my buddy Sean Taylor, as y'all already know.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, you see the topic today. When your usefulness runs out, so does the love. And I heard somebody kind of reference it, but they said it in another way. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, wait a minute. It's amazing to me how, people talk about, love the way that we talk about like the 90s R&B. Hello, Robin Brooks. Thank you for tuning in. The 90s R&B,
Light
the
skin
Disney
is in the
movies.
house.
Yeah, the Disney movies and all that stuff we've been conditioned to be, the feeling that we chase. But it's amazing how you get head over heels, you get the tingles, you get all this good feeling. But then as soon as whatever you were doing for that person, however useful you were, no matter whatever you were giving, once you stop giving that or you no longer are able to give that, all of a sudden that love that they had, that infatuation that they had, it magically disappears, Sean.
Right. Yeah, man. It is. What's funny? Man, you was talking earlier, man. How you know, let's say if a dude loses everything he got,
Yeah.
house, car, job, he can't do the things that he used to do. I mean, and then it's like it's like a fart in the wind. It's gone. And she gone.
Yeah.
So man, it's just one of those things, man. Dude, I mean, you only as funky as your last cut, like they used to say back in the
Hey, only girl. Hey, you only as great as your last hit.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and life is like that, man. So there was a time in my life, man, and I can't say, I had probably two bad periods in my life, man, where just lost everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, um, on one of those instances, man, one didn't stick, and then I was in this another situation. Old girl stuck by me through that. You know what I'm saying? But it's rare, man. You really find out the character of a person, man, when you hit that bottom, man.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It was if I could find the clip, but I don't know. I don't have permission to play this stuff, so I'm not going to play this stuff because people getting in their feelings that they want to copyright stuff, even when you want to use fair use and you're not using it to repost
Right.
their content, you reacting to it. So some people getting their feelings about that. So I'm not going to show it, but there's a video
Right.
of this group's discussion. This black men, black women in there talking, and the girl was talking about how she say I got to have somebody who can provide. She said I don't want to work 9 to 5. He's got to be able to provide. And the dude say, guy asked, well, what if I get sick? Or what if something happened and I'm not able to work? And she said, I'll go find another husband. And I said, wow, whoa. Hey, the dude got up and walked off. Got up and walked
Hmm.
off. I said, and she said it with a straight face, Sean. I said, dude, men need to see this. You need to see this because you need to know. You need to know
Right.
what it is, man. All of that, people could barely stand people anyway. Let's talk about that first of all. People can barely stand people anyway. You think somebody's gonna have this undying love and loyalty to you unconditionally? It's not happening. It's not happening. Overwhelming majority of your interactions with people are transactional.
Mm.
Overwhelming majority. Only ones that may not be transactional is just the people in your inner circle, family, and stuff like that. But even with family, it's transactional. You got to feed them with a long handle spoon.
It's so sad, but that's what we have become, man. I had a talk with a friend, and I said, listen, if I'm in your corner, if I say I got you, I got you. If I
Mm-hmm.
got your back, I got your back. I say, Loyalty, it's like searching for a needle in a haystack these days. You know what I'm saying? And that it's a rare thing. So, but some people, don't have a code or don't have no honor that they live by when it comes to that word, that loyalty. And people get loyalty so misconstrued. Loyalty is the thing that you gonna have that person back even on bad terms. That's what
Yeah.
loyalty is. It has nothing to
Yeah.
do with right. Loyalty has nothing to do with whether what you did right or whether you did wrong. And that's the misconception people have of loyalty. People think, oh, if that person cheat on me, that ain't loyal. No, fool, that ain't got nothing to do. That person made a mistake. Everybody makes
Yes.
mistakes. We all gonna make
Yes.
mistakes. We all gonna f up from time to time. Loyalty is having your back, whether we on good terms or we on bad terms, because when we was good, I made a promise to you, and I said I'm always gonna have your back. You can always count on me or whatever. Even when I'm mad with you, even if I don't agree with you, even if we at odds with each other, if you in desperate need and you in help, that means that somebody about to, your life is in danger. You need something. You hungry. You ain't got no clothes. You ain't got no roof over your head. I got your back. That's what
Yeah.
loyalty is, on good or bad terms. And people don't have no loyalty. They'll leave a person out there to dry, man. They'll leave a person in a hot house, man. They'll leave a person out there, leave a person walking on the street, man. That people have no sense of loyalty whatsoever. But then you mentioned unconditional, B. People want unconditional love. How you want unconditional love when you carrying a
Yeah.
doggone garbage bag full of conditions? That's not
Yes.
how that works.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. My mom used to listen to she had a Luther Vandross CD. It was Little Luther, not Big Luther. She had a Little Luther CD. And I forgot the name of the song, but I know the hook. He said, "First time a mistake, second time a bad decision, third time there won't be one." And that's true. The first time somebody, it's a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, but you do it again, that's a decision. You know,
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
that's a decision. And so
Hmm.
people throw people away seemingly for the smallest things today. Like
Right, right,
it amazes me, man, because and we have an embarrassment of options. That's you got Tinder, you got Bumble, you got all these dating apps, shoot,
right.
social media. You know, women can walk outside and just go to the grocery store, gas station, or whatever. Hey, and you can get attention from guys. So that's why that loyalty and people wanting to build. I was talking to a young lady earlier and talking about building. She's like, well, if you meet, at the same level and you build up and build together. I say, well, where are the women that want to do that in mass? I say, no, they already told you they want the puzzle put together. They
That's
ain't
it.
trying to they ain't trying to put nothing together.
I ain't trying to do
They
that.
want it put together. And now, of
Mm-mm.
course, that's not all women. You got women who will build with you. Of course, it's not all women. But
Well, in the state of America where we are, it's
where we
majority.
are, it's majority.
I would give that women that want to build with you probably a 90-10 split. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I have to grade heavy on that because that's just where we are. You can talk to a woman in the beginning of knowing her and say, hey, I want a partner. She being all agreements, but then she don't know the fact of, you know, um, I heard some old guys say back in the day, women don't understand. They not thinking long term. They always thinking short term. They always thinking in the now. When it comes to they want a ready made thing and then expect to have those ready made benefits. That's not how it works. You get with an already made self made man, so to speak, and he got everything, and then how the hell you expect to get half of that? I just don't understand that concept.
Yeah.
What did you do to deserve half? What did
Yeah.
you do to help? Did you help him build that thing from nothing?
Yeah.
So my thing about it is my mom used to tell me this all the time. And she said, put this in all areas of life, even in relationships. My mom used to tell me, Sean, you ain't entitled to a damn thing. You entitled what you work for. That's
Yes.
what you entitled to.
Hmm.
So if you ain't working towards nothing, you ain't working to build nothing, y'all ain't been through shit. You ain't working, you ain't worked to, but you want everything. You're entitled to what you work for, even in a damn relationship. You're
Yeah.
entitled to get married if you work towards building, towards earning that, towards being a wife. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If your ass is lazy in the beginning, you're gonna be lazy as a wife. If you ain't cooking as a girlfriend, you ain't gonna be cooking as a wife. If your ass dirty as a girlfriend, you're gonna be dirty as a wife. If you a sorry ass husband If you a sorry ass dude, you're gonna be a sorry ass husband. If you ain't working as a boyfriend, you ain't gonna be working as a husband.
Yes.
It goes both freaking ways. You
Yeah.
are entitled to, people, men and women, what you work hard for.
Yeah.
And if you ain't working in the never levels of your life, you ain't entitled to shit. You entitled to nada. Just
Right.
because you got a penis or just because you got a vagina don't mean you're entitled to a damn thing. If you ain't working hard, if
Mm-hmm.
you ain't working hard, period, because it's working. If you're not willing to do the work and it's all about you, it's all about the me attitude and oh, what about me and everything I'm going through and everybody's against me. I'm like, God damn, is he going through anything or she going through anything? So it's just all about you. See,
Yeah.
where's the work at? Ain't no work there. So you ain't entitled to a damn thing. You're entitled to a cold bed. And dude, you ain't entitled to that woman.
Yeah.
So
True that. True that. So man, let's talk about those guys right there. Yeah. Yes. Those guys. You out here trying to run game and trying to get these women, and you have nothing to leverage on the market. You haven't worked on yourself. You haven't built a brand. You haven't built your body. You haven't built your finances. You haven't done the emotional and spiritual work that you need to do. And you like, yo, I want the bad chicks too. But dude, you got to put in the work. We are in a market today where, as a man, if you have nothing to leverage on the market, you're going to get piss poor results. That's just what it is. So you ask, what are these things do I need to leverage on the market? 4 things off the top: looks, money, status, game. Right there. You have any of those things to leverage on the market? Okay, you can create a market for yourself. But if you have absolutely nothing and you want the attention of this woman and that woman, and you feel like you're entitled to this woman and that woman, and you haven't put in that work, dude, nobody wants to hear that. Anytime, and I hate listening to those guys cry about women, and they're not putting in the work, Sean.
right, right. Yeah. It's hmm. Man, look
Oh
here.
yeah.
People don't want to hear that, man. They don't want to talk about
No,
that.
dude, especially guys. The guys get the women. Women aren't really distraught or butthurt or about the market that we're currently in and how dating is, because the dating game is all effed up right now. Women don't cry as much as these guys do, Sean. I noticed, because women are kind of like, yeah, it kind of is what it is. They'll demand stuff from time to time, but they're not out here talking about, well, why this person here and why this person ain't talking to me. You have some, but it's not majority. But these guys out here, they be crying.
Yeah, man. I mean, I I don't I don't know, man. But you know what, man? This has been I've been hearing this. I would say since I'm at least about 20 something years, man. And the
Yeah.
person I used to hear it from all the time was my mother. She was like, the real man, the alpha male, has become extinct. You know, there's no more real men out here.
Yeah.
There's no more real dudes out here. You know, long gone the dudes who just stand up and let's say if something goes wrong between you and a woman and it doesn't go right. Um, the real man is going to bow out gracefully. He's going to
Yeah.
see it for what it is. Even if he messed up, he going to respect that woman's decision. Even if he messed up, he's not going to be doing the extra stuff. He's not going to be doing the constant, darn near just bugabooing her to death, man, not leaving her alone, not giving her some space, man. If a woman breaks up with you, if it goes sideways, my mom always said this, you know what? You got to give that woman space to let that woman do what she wants to.
Yes.
Why would you want a woman that you begging for? I mean, if she told you she needs some space, you need to just give her that room. Why here, you crying and whining and you crying to everybody about it. You crying to her about it. You just
Mm-hmm.
constantly crying. You gotta let that woman, you gotta let her come to you. You got to give her space, man, because if you don't give that person space on either, and we know, especially on the men end, if you don't give
Yeah.
that woman the space that she needs, man, all she's going, you're becoming less attractive to her.
You
You know
caging
what
a
I'm saying?
bird.
Yeah, and you
Hmm.
and what you're what she used to see in you, you are that you are far from that, based off of you can't manage your emotions. Man, we get man, we got to make the tough decisions. Man, we got to take the tough path, and that's part of that path. And you just got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
that woman wants you back, she's gonna work her way back to you somehow. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But you got to give her that space that she needs, man. And that space to breathe. But when you caught up into your emotions and you doing the most and you whining, bitching, and
hmm,
complaining and crying, oh man, it's a lot of
yeah.
them out there, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Because
many.
there's always, even if she doesn't come out outright and say it, there's signs to let you know that yeah, the love is gone. It's run out and it's time to move on. And women don't always say, "Hey, I'm unhappy and I'm done and I want to move on." What they'll kind of do is they'll do things to show you that yeah, it's time for you to cut her loose. So
Right,
essentially, a guy he was talking about, he said what she does is she hands you the scissors so you can cut ties with her
right,
by her actions and different things that she do.
right.
And like what and men, we as we know, men, what do? We hold on. We hold on for dear life.
Hmm.
Instead of go ahead and granting said request, we hold on. And we hold on, hold out hope that things are going to change. Things don't change, and that's when the bitterness comes. And that's when you get these over emotional men, especially today, the soy society, the jelly back soy boys get in their feelings and they won't let these women go. Your usefulness to her has run out. It's gone. She doesn't want you no more. She doesn't need you no more. You need to move on, man.
Yeah. What happened to you, B?
No.
You went out for a minute.
Oh, no, no, no. You can hear me?
No, I didn't hear that last part you said because
No.
you
Oh, I
went
said.
you went
Oh, yeah,
out for
yeah. I
something.
said. I said when your usefulness to her has runs out, you got to get gone. You got to get ghost.
Yeah, man. I mean, they got ways. Women got ways of telling you, man. And I tell people all the time, man. You know, I share with young men, man. I'm like, look, dude, I done been
Yeah,
dumped.
man.
I done been dumped more
Kick
than
to the
once.
curb.
I done
Hmm.
been there, man, and I've done a lot of dumping. But the thing about it is, it's not a good feeling.
No.
But well, my mom always tell me, she's like, you know what? Don't don't ever sleep on your dignity and your integrity at the end of the day, Sean. Keep pretty much keep you know um hold your shit, keep your shit together, and keep your dignity and your integrity intact at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Said Lisa Reese said, "Yep, they weak, weak AF, and they stalk you, and then here comes the restraining orders. Oh man, the stalkers, the stalk dog. She don't want you no more, dog.
Yeah,
And that
dog.
goes both ways too, because hey, men get fed up too. It ain't just women who get fed up and the usefulness runs out. It's men too, because hey, just like Sean, and we tell ladies all the time, especially especially if the bedroom runs out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's it's a wrap after that. I'm sorry to tell
Yeah.
you,
It's
but
pretty much is, man.
it's pretty much a wrap. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
much a wrap. Whatever you're providing at that point, once that's gone, I don't care what you're providing. Once that's gone, it's kind of like, yeah, I got to move on, baby.
Yeah.
It's what it is. You got some guys who they'll play around, or whatever behind the back, but dude, the real dudes, they be like, yo, okay, I'm done, baby. I gotta go because then what they say, real apples don't complain about sexual frequency. They just move on to the next woman. They don't talk about it.
Mm.
The bedroom is dead. They don't talk about it. They're not, hey, why you not doing it? Why you doing? No, they simply move on.
Mm.
Simply move on. And that's where you get, hey, that's where you get them scenes in the movie with dudes out with somebody. She's like, oh my God, what happened? He's like, hey, baby, we've been done. What you talking about? It's over with, baby. I told you what it is. I told you, hey, when you see me with another team member, hey, this your teammate. Hey, when you see me with somebody, hey, you had your time, baby. Come on.
You say that's your teammate.
That's your teammate.
Y'all teammates now. Y'all on the same team. Y'all on the same squad, man. Part of that
Yeah.
starting five, man. You're part of that start.
Yeah.
That's the
Pass the
starting five.
ball. Pass the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, yeah. Don't be hogging the ball, man. Y'all make sure y'all get that triangle straight. Run them
And
plays
as,
right. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
as they used to say, pass the ball, Kobe. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, though. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. But that's the thing, man. You have to and it's I mean, fellas, you may luck up and get a chick who gonna ride or die with you, man. I mean, you may be part of that lucky fold. You know what I'm saying? That get that chick that's really gonna ride or die for you. And then most of the time, it's not gonna be that way, fellas.
No.
Once your resources are gone, Joanne is in the wind.
Yeah.
Joanna, I love
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, Joanna in the wind. You're the one for me. Oh man, that cool in the game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Joanna. I'm just saying, she's my girl. Whatever. I mean, Joanna gone, man. When your
Yeah.
resources start running low, Joanne start moving a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then that lets you know, if she was there, if she's there for you, or is she just there for what you can do for her. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of women are with that dude for what he can do for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she gets something she never had, then she kind of try to play high post. Oh, I don't need this, I don't need that. Then all of a sudden she start asking for stuff. Oh, can I get this? Can I get? There we go. There it is, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So when your resources, you start pulling back those, just pull back those resources. I mean, just for general purpose, pull them back one time. Just yank a couple of them back, and
Yeah.
and, and watch that demeanor. And then you
Oh
can
yeah.
find out. You got My mom always say you always got to test the water, Sean, and see how they are, because some of them are real slick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got them fish out there, be like, nah, I know that's bait right there. So you got to kind of camouflage that bait, because that fish see that same bait. Nah, that's that
Mm-hmm.
same bait. I ain't gonna. They gonna try to get me. They gonna try to eat me. Nah, I'm gonna stay back right here. I'm gonna go and play with it a little bit and get them frustrated again. But I ain't going. I'm not going on it. So now you got to
Yeah.
camouflage the bait. But if you pull back those resources, pull back one, two, or three of them, and use. And if she start acting different, it's not about you, dude. It's about what you can do for her.
Oh yeah.
So
Let's
you got
see.
to
Lisa
peep
Reed say,
game. Got to peep game.
yeah, she said they don't come off the bench until I'm done. Hey, that's if that's how it's got to be. That's how it's got to be. You fighting for
Lisa,
your
Lisa,
spot.
Lisa, you a ball hog, man. Lisa, we
Hey,
got problems. We gonna have to, Lisa Reed, you gonna have to go and have a talk with the owners about. We may have to renegotiate your contract
hey, hey, I'm
because
fine
we
with
gonna
that,
have
Sean.
problems. We may have to trade Lisa Reed because Lisa
Hey,
Reed ain't
Lisa
into
Reed,
sharing the ball.
right? But Lisa Reed, you can be that if you LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. Hey,
Ooh,
hey,
ooh.
hey, if you can carry the squad, you right. You the star player. If you're the franchise player, yes. Yes. If you the franchise player. Hey, look what she say. She say, I'm the star of the team. There you go. That's the
Uh,
mentality you need to have. Hey,
uh,
so if you a star, you got to play like a star player. Just saying.
That's true.
Just
Stars can
saying.
kind of get. They can kind of get. They can kind of get away with that.
Yeah. They say sometimes when they have that ride or die, they don't realize it until they're gone. Yeah, I was
Who
going to
is that?
mention
Who
that
is
too.
that? Who is that?
They say Lakeeva Wilson.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. People fumble good people all the time, men and women. They do it. You have somebody good and you fumble them all the time. And sometimes, especially if you're young, you don't know. It's just a lack of knowledge. You don't realize certain things you don't see, certain behaviors and certain things that are important that are not important when you're a certain age. And it's not until you get older that you realize, okay, this stuff is BS. This stuff is the real deal. All that other stuff is flash and fluff, but this right here is real substance. And then you're like, well, I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, people fumble good people all the time.
Mm. Man, that's that. Yeah, you're right about that, B. I can't argue with you about that, man. You are absolutely, unequivocally, you are correct, my brother. I don't even I can't even refute that. I'm trying to refute
Yeah,
that. I'm like, yeah, girl, she right, man. She right. Brother can have a star on the team, don't know how to Don't know how to treat him.
Man,
You know, and
hey,
then that star wanted. He's demanding that star. She is demanding a trade.
hey,
She's demanding
Jalen
the
Ramsey.
trade.
Hey, she
demanding.
Jalen Ramsey.
She demanding trade. That star like I'm holding out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it out. No, I ain't going no OTAs. No, I ain't going. I'm holding out. Then when she holding out, that means she holding them cookies from you, dog.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
She holding the cookies, dog.
Yes.
She want out of that contract, dog. She's demanding that trade. She demanding that trade. She playing hardball. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? How you gonna keep it? How you gonna keep her to stay? You know, I mean, what she want? Be? You think she want more money?
Hey, she may want more money.
I'm just straight clowning.
Oh, hey, you are. Hey, but hey, she may want to renegotiate her contract and say, hey, I want more money. I want access to the private jet. I want car service. I want my own trainer. I want my own staff. Hey, she might have.
I want incentive off of every interception I catch.
That's it. That's it. That is it.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
like you said about the resources, Sean.
Right.
Like you said about the resources. Hey, Lisa Reed said you're a hot mess. But the resources. So one of the resources that men don't understand, that's one of your biggest resources as a man. Men think that your money is one of your greatest resources. It is one of your greatest resources. They think money is the end all be all. Whether you think it's your looks, may be your end all be all, your status or your game. You got a talk game. But one resource that men overlook and they don't treat it as valuable, and women know it's valuable, is attention. Your attention, fellas, is valuable. Withdraw, just withdraw it. If you don't think your attention is valuable, any woman that you're dealing with, just withdraw it for a short period of time. So if you text her every day at 6 p.m. when you get off work, don't text her for 2 straight days and watch. Just watch. You used to give her attention and being in her face. Pull back and don't be in her face like that. Oh yeah.
She gonna have a problem with that.
Oh yeah. What Lisa say? Attention is the end all. Because you can have looks, money, status, game. Hey, you can 6'8" bowling ball shoulders, but if you're not paying her attention, dude, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man.
Right.
It's about Lakeeba say, Sean Taylor, you a trip.
Yeah, man. But you're right, man. That attention is everything. You know, it's almost like remember that Martin's remember Martin Lawrence did that stand-up back in the day, man, when he had the Martin show, you know. I'm talking about Lil Martin, not Big Martin, you know. And he had that show, he's like, he every time he come home, she'd be like, maybe we're gonna spend some time together. He said, well, I was, but I'm going to hang out with the fellas. I see you when I see you. He kept saying that over and over and over again. He said then he came home one night, you know what I'm saying? Boom, she glistening. She got a shirt tied up. She got them short shorts, body just glistening. She's got a shower, you know what I'm saying? Sun just shining right on her body. And she just laying on the couch and you know what? And you was like, hey baby, I wanna do this, I wanna do this, and I wanna do. She was like, yeah, but I got something to do. I made plans. He said, what you mean? What you mean you made plans? Plans? What you mean plans? You made plans. What you mean plans? Yeah, I made plans. You kept saying, you was busy, and I just wanted, I was trying to get some quality time. But babe, I'm sorry. Somebody else done got your time. Yep. Oh God dang. I was like, wow, he brought it. He brought that.
She just said it. She said, if you're not paying attention, someone else is. Trust and believe. Every single time, dog.
Every single time, man. Every single time.
Every single time. And so, and sometimes your usefulness is your attention sometimes. I found that out a couple years ago with girls I would like or try to talk to, and come to find out because what they'll do is they'll flirt. They will flirt and they kind of fake interest because women know what they're doing. They know how to manipulate. They know how to make you feel like they may be interested in you, and they're not, and they're just looking for attention. They know how to play you like a funky fiddle. It is what it is. They're the best manipulators. So I found that out when a young lady that I like, she didn't like me the way I liked her. So I was like, okay, cool. I withdrew my attention, Sean, and she threw a fit. It's why you acting like that? You treat me different. What's wrong with you? I mean, sent me a paragraph. The text was like this long. And I'm like, wait a minute. This person who said that you didn't like me like that,
Right.
My attention is valuable to her.
Man, yeah. I had to learn that lesson a couple of times. I mean, you learn that lesson the hard way, man. Just it's just a lot of growing pains, man. I mean, there's just certain things to the playbook I ain't get. I missed certain parts of the playbook, man. I'm like, I missed that. Man, I ain't see that in the playbook. I just glanced over it. So I missed that area, man. And it'll get you every time, man. Attention is everything. And it doesn't have to be like, you ain't got to be up on a woman's, but I ain't talking about unhealthy attention, fellas, because there's unhealthy attention, man. You got to have, it's good to miss each other sometimes. It's good to put space in between each other. It is true. Absence does make the heart grow fonder.
Yes.
Absence does, the anticipation and everything like that. That is good, but there you got healthy attention and you have unhealthy attention. Unhealthy attention, that's bugaboo attention. That's like, that's that gnat at the barbecue. God damn, that gnat everywhere. I can't even. I'm trying to get this real, but that gnat won't leave me alone. And not that type of attention, not that 24/7, homing device up the rectum type. I ain't talking about that attention. I'm talking about a text throughout the day. Hey, just thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Or a phone call. Hey, I just wanted to hear your voice type of attention. Or if you got them poetry skills, shoot them a poem here or there or something like that. Just something, man. Just let them know. It don't take much to let somebody know that you're thinking about it all day. It actually takes a couple of seconds. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
And get this, Sean. Hey, and fellas want to know how much attention is too much attention. Listen, if you on your grind, you're not gonna be able to get that much attention anyway.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
That's
if you own your hustle and grind, but hit them with that. You got to hit them. I'm telling, man, you got to hit them with that fire attention, like at least once a week. Just call them just call them and be like, I love you. And just hang up.
Hang up the phone.
So you hang up the phone. She be like,
good Lord.
Hit him with that deep. Hit him with that deep. I love you. Just hang up the phone. Just let him go. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, this man just called me, said he loved me, and hung up the phone. And she be telling her homegirl. Soon as she get off the phone with you, she on the phone with her homegirls.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, not no stalker attention. You can keep that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. That stalker attention. I'm telling you, man. Women with that dude. When that dude is too extra with it. It freaks women out. I mean, they be like, and they could be really wanting a man. He's like, okay, this dude is doing the most. This dude is doing what's wrong with this guy? You know what I'm saying? So, and God forbid them cookies be like, oh my God, if them cookies be like the best cookies, them melt in your mouth cookies, like, man, I can't eat one cookie, or he gonna go crazy, and she really gonna flip out.
Yeah.
She really gonna flip out. Because if it's that chocolate chip with them pecans in it, and that cooked just right, man, that's some good cookies, man. You just can't. She gonna freak out. You gonna freak her out. Women pick up on that immediately. I mean, it's like immediately. They're like, okay, what's wrong with this cat?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And
but you got.
And as a guy. One of the things is like, okay, y'all together and you're still useful to her. Love hasn't ran out, but one of the ways that your usefulness runs out is if you're a doormat and you allow her to change you, you allow her to manipulate you, because she's going to feel like you're weak. We talked about that earlier. She's going to feel like you. If she feel like she can roll over you, she's going to feel like, well, any old woman can come along and manipulate him and get him to do whatever. She's going to test your manhood to see if you're the man that you say you are. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
not, if you fail these tests over and over again, she's like, yo, yeah, I know, yeah, I still like you. We still cool. We good, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
go. I'm looking for strong masculine men, and you ain't that anymore. So I gotta go. That's
Mm-hmm.
why when that and it's funny, the little things that they complain about. So she'll say, like a woman will say, I don't really like your beard. I don't like beards on guys like that. She's like, I just don't like the way it feels when you kiss me, you put it on my
Right,
face.
right,
I
right.
just don't like that. That does not mean go cut your beard. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that. The only way you cut your beard is if you yourself want to cut it. You cut that beard off trying to appease her, and you can't do something else to appease her, and you do something else to appease her. Once she changes you into what she wants, she no longer wants you. You
Mm-hmm.
always have to be somebody who she feels like it's a project that she can kind of change, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, they don't want that weak man, man, because all they're gonna do is play with him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much gonna play with him, man. But there's a lot of women out there who with men who pretty much do everything for him. I be seeing them on TikTok and whatever, and and let me tell you, I can cook, I can clean, I can do all those things. But what I'm not gonna do is be that dude that you could just trample over or walk over or talk to any kind of way. Say whichever you want to
Mm-hmm.
say, blah, 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 blah. Like my mom always say, Sean, always be aware of the woman shit gauge. And the woman
Mm-hmm.
shit gauge is like, baby, when they on that woman shit, I mean, when they really on that woman shit, they can say this, you say that, you can explain this, explain that. But when they are constant on that woman shit, like, um, like if they mad at you or whatever, you say, listen, I don't want to argue, fuss, and fight or whatever, and they still want to talk. Hey, you got to master just shutting that shit down. Let them stay on
Yeah.
that woman shit. Do what you got to do and get out of that woman shit realm. And you can clap and clap and you can clap and you can Sammy Davis Jr. your ass and clap on and damn tap dance on the table if you want to. I don't care how much you clap and I don't care what you're not finished with. But if I'm not gonna fuss or argue or fight with you, I'm trying to protect you and I'm trying to protect me.
Yeah.
Because I tell fellas, you got to understand, you know, I nobody knows Sean better than Sean knows Sean. So that
Mm-hmm.
bed that's sleeping, we don't want to wake that dude up because we both gonna be in some serious trouble. So I'm not gonna put myself in this situation. So when I say I'm not gonna argue, fuss, or fight with you, I'm shutting it down pretty much to protect you, pretty much to protect the both of us. So I'm gonna fall back, I'm gonna do what I got to do, and I'm gonna keep it moving on my end.
Yeah.
Once you subside off of that route, that mountaintop of woman shit. Once you come down a little bit, then I'll revisit it because I'll be able to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
So, but my mom said you always got to know the woman shit gauge when it's at its highest peak. Son, just fall back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Fall
Oh
back.
yeah.
My mom say don't let nobody steal your cool. So fall back on
Mm-hmm.
cool, fall back on chill, do what you got to do, remove yourself from the woman shit situation, and put some distance there for maybe a couple of days,
Yeah.
and let her come let her come down off of uh, you know uh, you know Mount Rushmore of woman shit. So you gotta just let them, or Mount Everest.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mount Everest much better, so
Yeah.
you got to let them come down off that, man. So and just don't get in there because my mom also told me, she said, Sean, you never get into bitching sessions with women. Don't have that.
No. Mm-mm.
Let them get into a bitches. When a dude getting in a bitches session with a woman, oh, that's not a good thing. Let her
No.
do that with them females. But when she wants you to tongue wrestle with her, nah, son, you got to fall back. You got to fall back
No.
from that. Now you in a bitches session. You a dude have a bitching session with your woman. Nah, we ain't finna do that.
No.
You can text me till the damn cows come home. I'm not finna sit up there and argue with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going back and forth with you. I said what I said. Even if I fucked up, I apologize. I'm sorry. If you want to keep going in, you can keep going in, but you're gonna keep going in with you and them four walls because I'm not gonna deal with that nonsense. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I'm just not because someone has to be wise in the situation before it escalates to something else, man. To be in a relationship with a woman or to be in a relationship with a man, love is maturity. And some
Yeah.
people, love is maturity despite of what goes right or what goes wrong in a relationship between a man and woman is always going to be work. But you got, until men and women understand that love is maturity and how your reactions and your actions and how you speak to each other, even in emotional anger,
Yeah.
you got to understand there's got to be some level of maturity. Somebody's got to be the adult between y'all two. Even when he's angry or she's angry, someone's got to step up and be the adult. The adult gonna do the responsible and respectful thing and fall back. You know, it takes two people to argue.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just,
So
that's
shoot. And as a man and ladies got to know, hey, once your usefulness runs out, the love for you runs out too. Because
right.
one thing about it is, as a man, you have to be on your path and purpose and building yourself into the best version of yourself. That's going to take up majority of your time. You're
Right.
going a certain way, baby. This ship is going this way. Okay, this is where it's going. If
Hmm.
at any time you try to slow this ship down, you try to steer it in another direction,
Right.
you complain too much about being on it in the direction we're going, hey, we're gonna pull into the dock and then we're gonna have to part ways.
Right.
No matter how much I like you, no matter how cute you are, no matter how a brick house that you are, it does not matter. Because what's most important, nothing is more important than my passion and my purpose. Nothing's more important than that. Nothing's
Hmm.
more important than self-development to me.
Right.
So whatever you got going on, baby, if you're not going this way, if you're not contributing to this pot, you gotta go. You got to go. And that right there is what's going to segue into our show for Monday. Mr. Sean, what is the show for Monday, sir?
The show for Monday. And I say this with all due respect. Uh, I can't even say it with a straight face.
Straight face. You can't say it with a straight face. I knew it.
the, sh- the show for Monday. Know when to give her back to the city.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There's going to come a time when you're going to have to give her back to the city. It's going to come a moment
It's going to come a time.
when you're going to have to give her back to the city. And you can flip that.
Yeah.
Women, there's going to be a moment where you're going to have to give him back to the city.
Yeah.
But somebody going at some point depends on how that thing goes.
Yes.
And sometimes you just got to release them, you know, in the words of Dave Michelle, for the love of the city.
That's that old Dave
That's
right
that
there.
old Dave. That's that old Dave Chappelle show. For the love for the city.
Yeah, hey, that was when he was Tron on the Mad Real World. Yeah. Trying to put it on for the city. Yeah. Yes.
You got to know when to give her back to the city. Hey,
Yeah.
man, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, you got to know when to give him back to the city. You got to know when to give them people back to the city, man. You know, you got to know when to give them back. And sometimes you just got to, you know, you can accept people where they are and still be able to put them in a place. So
Yeah.
you have to give them back to the city.
True that. True that. So we about to get our final thoughts on this and get up out of here. We have 44. So they get these comments. So when a man is on his purpose, a woman needs to support that and create a peaceful environment for him. Man, how many times have we talked about that over the last 2 days, Sean?
Well, as a matter of fact, Brandon, we actually we spoke on that just a little bit today. You know, I said this. I've been married, and I've been doing this pretty much for 7 years of my own business. I work a lot of hours per day. So at the end of the day, I don't want to come home to no drama. I don't want to come home to no bitching. I don't want to come home to none of that stuff. If I'm on my purpose and I'm doing my manly duties when it comes to building and working on my brand and my business, and I'm bringing money in and things of that nature, I'm able to do things, whatever. Why, after all the hours that I work all throughout the week, that I got to come home to something that's unpeaceful? Who wants to come home for that? That's to me, that's lack of appreciation. No, you got to give her back to the city so she can go back to them 9 to 5ers.
Yeah.
You know, she ain't ready for a boss. She ain't ready for a boss because she ain't even helping you boss up. So you gotta go. You gotta go back to the city.
Hey, hey, I was just thinking about that. Where they got the scene where they supposed to be working a job and they out back rolling dice. And the white dude come out. He's like, "Hey guys, we supposed to be working." And Charlie Murphy say, "Man, get out of here." And Tron go, "Man, bring me a banana cognac."
Oh,
Biatch.
gotcha.
Oh man.
We out
Yeah.
here making this money for the city.
Oh.
So man, hey man. So my thing about it is, some people they don't even they can have a boss and they don't even know what to do with that boss. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, no, go ahead,
Mhm.
get. I mean, on vice versa, I done seen dudes who got boss chicks and they didn't know what to do with the boss. I'm like, man, you got the. I'm like, man, you can be. You gonna mess? They can mess. They can. You know,
Mhm.
you got men and women out here, man, who can mess up a wet dream. They can
Yes.
mess up a wet dream. How you mess up a wet dream? You can have a man who got everything in the most perfect woman, and it's a wet dream he messed up, and you got women who can have everything in a man. Ain't never
She
had a
mess up.
boss. They ain't never had a boss. I mean, a boss is an entrepreneur, if y'all don't understand what that means. And they can screw that up. Now
Mhm.
you got to send they dud ass back to the city.
Hey, Lakeith she say not give them back to the streets. I'm done. Oh yeah, she belong to the streets. Yeah,
Went
city
back
is
because I'm
basically the
like,
streets.
you know,
That's
you're the
just
preacher, man. Whatever, man. Go on back to the city. That's where you
go on
belong.
back.
That's what you
Go
used
on
to.
back. Go on
Go on
back.
back
Go
to
on
them
back.
9 to 5ers. You know, they
Yeah.
deal with that.
So
Y'all ain't
final
going nowhere.
thoughts, Sean. Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Um, final thoughts on this good subject title. B good subject title, man. That Monday gonna be Monday gonna
Oh,
be
I'm
fire.
going in. I make sure I have me two Red Bulls for that one because I'm gonna go.
Right,
I
right,
need the
right,
energy
right.
to go in on that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one, man. So for me, man, what I gather out of this, man, um, my mom always told me, and it took me years to understand this. So for fellas and ladies, because I don't believe in one-sidedness. I believe in
Yeah.
togetherness and partnership. Um, you want to get you somebody, man, who understands what a true partner is, who understands that a true partner is not. Here's the thing, man. Real relationships ain't perfect, and perfect relationships ain't real. So you got to
Hmm.
understand that there's a difference between partnerships and relationships. Relationships ain't nothing but a one ship. It's all on one person. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no loyalty. There's no having your back. They will make, listen, I'm in it to win it with you through good, bad, failures, ups and downs, mistakes, or whatever. That, you know, that's a partnership. A partnership a partnership is nothing but it's a type of thing that's based off of maturity. I got you. No matter what is done, we're gonna work this out. I don't want to lose you. Let's work this out. I don't want to lose you. I mean, y'all together through the good, the bad, the ugly, and ups and downs, man. And you gotta understand with the partnership, man, y'all both are really trying to challenge each other to level up more to where you need
Yeah.
to be, man. You're trying to catapult things. You're trying to get from this situation to get into a better situation. When it comes to the resources, man, who wants to be with somebody who's going to leave them when they lose everything, man? That's not a partnership, man. You're in a relationship. You know,
Yeah.
you got to figure out when you're sick and tired of dealing with relationships, man, and graduate to partnerships. A lot of people ain't there because they don't know what it looks like, and when they get it, they can't even keep it because they've been so used to doing relationships all the time. So listen, change your mind, man. Change your life, man. That's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, true that, true that. So
yeah, man.
yeah, like so, fellas, man, your passion and your path and your purpose is essentially your baby. It's essentially your baby. Nobody can take care of your baby the way you can. But if you want to bring somebody into your life, they need to care for that baby almost as well as you do. Now, they're not going to do it the way you do because it's not theirs. It's not their vision. It's not their dream. It's yours. But you want somebody that's going to come in and help you cultivate said passion, said purpose, said path, said dream. You know, and when the usefulness runs out and your usefulness runs out and your love runs out, you got to know you got to get out of Dodge. You got to get up out of Dodge. You got to go. That's it. It's over with. I'm sorry. It's done. Yes, you invested a lot. Yeah, y'all might have kids together. Yeah, you're married. Yeah, you got business together. Yeah, I got all of that. But it's time to go. And you need to let it go. Because when you don't let it go, you get these stories that we've been getting for the last couple of months, man. Like the young rapper I told you about who took himself out and took the girl out in front of her 3 kids. Dude, you got to know when to go. Your usefulness to her most likely ran out. That's what it was. And she probably was ready to go, ready to deal on, and he did not want to do so. So he get the bright idea in his mind, like, oh, well, if I can't have you, no one can. And that's why we got to get men out of that mentality, because it is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. A man that can't let go is a dangerous man.
And you got to understand, man. You got to learn to, there's nothing worse than a man who can't manage his emotions, and I struggle with that. Yeah. I didn't really get my emotions and as far as getting them into a better place to manage them and to control them until I got older. And when you don't argue with some women, they be like, "Oh, you trying to turn everything into an argument?" I said, "No, I'm not trying to say every time we talk, we turn into an argument. I know where this is going to go based off how loud you're talking and the tone fluctuation and everything. You can't tell me
defensive
that you're not
stance.
Mad. Yeah, I'm like, so if this situation look like it's getting volatile based off how combative you are in your anger, that's not going to be good. And I got to handle the situation. I got to be the mature person. Like, let me go and fall back. I'll catch you on the flip. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get in this situation. But that's a man who's managing his emotions in the situation. He's setting the tempo to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a man who's managing his emotions. While she going crazy, he's still being cool, because even though she's going crazy, he still see the beauty in her, but he's not going to disrespect her by just being loud, and then he putting his hands on her, and they damn near fighting in the house. No, I'm not doing that.
No.
I would stay where I'm at, and you do your thing.
Yeah. Hey, when it comes to fight or flight, you better turn into a crane and get up. I mean, hey, you better turn into a pigeon. You better turn into a sparrow, a robin, a woodpecker. Fly right on up out of there.
Yeah, I'm turning straight into a bluebird, and I'm just flying up out there. The whatever crease right in the vent. Dang, he just fly through that vent. Yeah, he gone.
He gone.
Yeah.
He gone.
I ain't going there. It's too cold in jail. I ain't going down there.
Definitely not.
Been there too many times. I ain't trying to go back.
Nah, and I can't carry no weapon in there. So they be done ganged up on you, boy. I can't do it.
Lisa Miss Green said something.
She said a real partner has your back and takes care of everything. Should you lose it all, it's vital to be equally yoked. Yeah. But that's the days we live in today. That's very few. Very few. It's just what it is. It's the facts. It's what it is. See, Lakeem say you got to get you someone that's going to build with you, not take from you. Yeah. Once again,
wow.
You have to find that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Build with you, not take. Not build with you, not take from you. Damn, that's dope.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one, right?
Yeah. Men's downfall is that we don't properly vet. We're visual creatures, so it usually ends there for most guys. As you get older, the testosterone drops, and you get out of that what they call a nut fog, and you start to think more rationally and start to think upstairs. But dude, most guys, they're not vetting past what they see. So as far as that taking and building and stuff, they're not looking for those. A lot of those guys ain't looking for those qualities. And then once they get done dirty, they get drugged through the mud, and you crying, talking about, oh, she was this, and oh, she belonged to the streets, and she like that. No. She was always like that. You failed to see it. Because, Sean, I don't want a woman to be anything other than what she is. If you not that already, that's like when they say, I'll be the most feminine and submissive woman and most caring and loving person. And, if I could just get XYZ out of a man, baby, if you're not that now, you're not going to be that when you get that. Sorry.
You're not.
And you can work on it. But it's going to be one of the hardest things you do in your life, because you're breaking a habit, and that's hard to do.
Right.
Yeah. Man, we're gonna end it on that right there.
Yeah.
He said, Lisa Reed say they want bad bitches who aren't worth shit. Hey, Hey, and this we're conditioned. It's what you see. It's what you see. You see the lifestyle, and you see it, and you think it's all cracked up. But hey, it's many men who have dipped their toe in the fine woman pool, and they'll tell you straight up, like they just fine. That's all. I mean, that's about it. That's where it ends. That's where it begins and ends. That's the difference. They just look different. They're not different.
They not. They the same, bro.
They're the same. But man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you check out Sean Taylor, Tailor-Made Training for You, FIMP, Gwen's Boy Mindset on YouTube. We will be back Monday, so check us out. We'll be on Sean's platform Monday. I'll share it on Facebook. So hey, come show up. What we going 12 Monday?
Monday we going we're going at 12.
Noon?
12 on the
Noon.
dot.
So noon
on the
Monday. Check us out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all the support, man. But until next time, we are out of here. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.